finance more hospitals. Doesn't that make sense? Sure. And so we look at historical patterns and we say, well, before Johnson and Pfizer and Merck Pharmaceuticals, how did these herbivores survive without grubicides and parasiticides and vaccines and all this? And we look at the egret on the rhino's nose, the birds following the Cape buffalo. And birds are nature's herbivore sanitizer. They follow the animals, they stand on them, and they pick the bugs out of them, and they eat the flies, they scratch through the dung and eat the larvae and all that. So we follow our cows with eggmobiles, laying chickens that free range out, scratch through the cow pies, spread the dung out into the pasture, so now the pasture doesn't get a localized bellyache from too toxic a material, and suddenly covers more ground, and the chickens eat out the fly larvae and act as a biological pasture sanitizer and lay tens of thousands of dollars worth of eggs as a byproduct of pasture sanitation. So you take what normally is viewed as a liability and turn it into an asset with the animals doing all the work. When we make compost, we use pigs to turn the compost. The cows come in on hay in the winter, and again, they're not getting any grain. So we store some, because we don't migrate anymore. We have private land rights and all that, so it's hard for us to, say, well, we're going to just drive our cows up to somebody else's place. So we got to keep them, and so we make hay for when they run out of stockpiled forage, and as they're in there, we add a carbonaceous diaper to the bedding pack, and the bedding builds up. The hay gate lifts as the cows, build up on it. So in the spring, we've got 3 to 4 feet of this anaerobic bedding pack that we've inoculated with several thousand pounds of whole corn that ferments in this anaerobic bedding pack. The cows come out in the spring. We put in the pigorators. I don't know if you ever noticed pigs closely, but all of them have a sign on their forehead, "Will work for corn." And so the pigs go in and seek this fermented grain buried in this bedding pack, aerate it, hence pig aerators, okay? Aerate it like a big egg beater. It turns from anaerobic to aerobic decomposition, a big aerobic compost pile with animals doing the work. And suddenly, the profit potential and the ecology of all this, we're not using infrastructure that rots, rusts, and depreciates. We're using appreciating animals to do the work, appreciating the plow that's on the end of their nose, the pigness of the pig, respecting and honoring what the pig loves to do. This is not work the pig doesn't like to do. This is work the pig loves to do.